All right, let's talk about storage. There's main storage in your computer, and traditionally that storage was a hard disk drive, which was actually a spinning platter with a read and write head. It looked a little bit like a stack of records, you know. And those are available in various speeds. The faster the disk spins, the faster data can be written and retrieved from it. So usually in terms of audio use, we would aim for 7,200 RPM disks. A lot of just consumer computers came with 5,400 RPM drives, and the 4,200 RPM were sort of the cheap ones. A lot of computers now are moving to solid state storage, which is flash memory, no moving parts. It's usually faster and smaller. It's also more expensive. But a lot of new laptops will have solid state drives. So just be aware, if you buy a hard drive, like an external hard drive, that you could end up with a HDD, a spinning disk drive, or a solid state drive. So I have a few here. Like this is, if I can, here we go. So this is a solid state. This is a solid state drive that I use to keep my schoolwork on. And this is, I think, a 500 gigabyte drive. They're really small and super fast. And I also have something like this, which would be an HDD. So it's got like the spinning disks on the inside. There's other more portable kinds of storage, although those hard drives are also portable. But things like, USB flash drives or thumb drives. I don't know that anybody uses optical discs, CDs, or DVDs for this sort of data storage anymore. But then there's also like SD cards and CF cards. So compact flash card, a lot of high-end video cameras will use this sort of storage, and these SD cards show up in lots of things from, like your Nintendo Switch might have an SD card to expand its memory. Also, most of the portable audio recorders, the Zoom recorders and those sorts of things, will use SD cards as well. And then there's storage in the cloud, Dropbox, iCloud. There's other services like Sync or Google Drive. People will sometimes use their Gmail account as a place to store things. Google Docs exists in the cloud. So the thing that I want you to remember about these things is it's important to understand where your stuff is stored. So if you have a Dropbox folder on your computer, you realize that there's a local version of that file, a file that's on your computer, as well as the cloud version of that file. If it's on a hard drive, the file is here. So if this isn't plugged into my computer, I can't access that file. I think most of y'all understand that. But the reason for talking about this storage stuff is to make sure that you're aware of where your things are, because I promise at some point someone's going to think they have a project on a particular computer in the lab or something, and it's not going to be there. So paying attention to where your stuff is stored matters.